Good morning, everybody. I am Vempati Srinivasulu, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Nagarjuna Government Degree College, Nalgonda. We have started amines, cyanides, and isocyanides chapter. We have completed 4 parts. Now we are going to learn fifth part. So before going to today's part, we will recap, quick recap once again what we have learned in the previous lectures. At first, we have discussed what are amines, definition, classification of amines into aromatic and aliphatic amines, and amines into primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary salts with examples. Then nomenclature, IUPAC nomenclature and common method. We have given names by following IUPAC rules to uh, ample of examples we have taken. Then followed by physical properties. So after physical properties, we have discussed. No, before going that, we have discussed preparation methods of amines. We have discussed 5 preparation methods. One is ammonolysis of alkyl halides. Second is reduction of amides. Third is Gabriel thiamine synthesis. And fourth is Hoffman bromamide reaction. Fifth one is Schmidt reaction. We have discussed all these 5 preparation methods with examples and detailed mechanism. Okay, then followed by physical properties. So what are physical properties? We have discussed. After that, before going to chemical properties, we have discussed phase transfer catalytic property of amines. So tertiary uh, tetraamino ammonium chloride or ammonium halides acts as phase transfer catalysts for different reactions and nucleophilic substitution reactions, like we have discussed in detail with the different examples. What is phase transfer catalysis, how it works. Then coming to the chemical properties. First, we have discussed basic nature of amines. Aliphatic and aromatic amines are show basic nature due to availability of electron pair on nitrogen and donating nature. So due to this donating nature, it shows some proton accepting nature or electron donating nature. So that's why we can say these are amines. Aliphatic amines are more stronger amines than aromatic amines. Okay, aliphatic amines are more stronger than ammonia. So due to some plus psi effect. Okay, then aromatic amines are weaker amines than aliphatic amines. So we have compared primary, secondary, and tertiary and aromatic amines basicity by considering plus I effect, uh, then steric factors and solvent effect. So we have discussed in detail about these basicity of amines. Then followed by um, chemical properties. First, alkylation. So how we do what is alkylation? How we do alkylation on amines? What products we get? We discussed. Following acylation. So what is acylation? How do we acylate the amines? So we have discussed all these chemical reactions. Today, coming to today's class, we will discuss. After that, we will discuss the carbolamine reaction and some different reactions. Okay, today we will discuss some more properties of this amines. So first, electrophilic substitution. So what is electrophilic substitution? How it takes in anilines. Especially today we discuss electrophilic substitution reactions in aromatic amines. Example, we have taken aniline as example. So when we compare what is electrophilic substitution? In electrophilic substitution, an electrophile replaces other electrophile in an aromatic system or aliphatic system. So in anilines, what is happening? Because of aniline is a electron donating group to the benzene ring. You see here, it is very clearly shown that for that, yes, right. Oy, what is this? Okay, no. Then so in electrophilic substitution reactions, you see electron pair on nitrogen is donating to the aromatic ring. So aromatic ring is accepting or attracting electron pair from the nitrogen. Due to this delocalization of electron pair, we can observe different resonance structures of this structure, this aniline. You see electron pair here, here moved here, then just wait. Electron pair here, then delocalization electron pair, it is giving minus charge here. On next on delocalization of electron pair from here to here, we'll get minus charge here. Next it minus charge here. So what is happening here? You see this is coming to here. So anyhow, this minus charge is uh, distributing in a benzene ring so that ortho and para positions are more electron rich than electron dense than remaining carbons. That's why whenever aniline aniline is very ready to undergo electrophilic substitution reactions. When we compare aniline with benzene, benzene is somehow reluctant to undergo electrophilic sub. That's why when we recall our benzene nitration reaction, it takes 60 degrees centigrade, below 60 degrees centigrade, at least some temperature. Then only the reaction takes place. It requires strong nitrating reagent. The two reaction is very slow. It will only some percentage of product only yield we get. So in the case of aniline due to plus M effect, plus electron releasing effect of amine NH2 group, the benzene ring electrophilic substitution reaction takes place more easily when you compare to benzene. That's the reason. So one thing is this one. Second thing is whenever electrophilic substitution reaction takes place in aniline, generally electrophile preferentially attacks ortho and para portions when we compare to meta portion, because amino group is a ortho para director. When aniline is present and amino group, it directs incoming electrophile to the ortho and para portions to it in the benzene. That's why electrophilic substitution reaction takes place more easily than when we compare to benzene. And further, electrophile attacks preferentially at ortho or para portions when we compare to meta portion. That's why we get more percentage of ortho para directors. That's it. Coming to next slide. Bromination. So you see what is bromination, how bromination takes place. Okay, we'll discuss. Just now we told that aniline undergo electrophilic substitution reaction more easily. So bromination is also an electrophilic substitution reaction. So what happens when aniline when it is reacted with the okay, bromine, aniline when reacts with bromine, you see bromine water. So you see bromine and water. So there is no catalyst, only simply bromine water we had. We'll get tribromoaniline. The EPC name of this compound is 2, 4, 6. Second portion and fourth portion and sixth portion. These three portions are occupied by bromine electrophile, bromine groups, and 3 HBRs are we are getting 3 HBRs as a byproduct. So what is happening here? Bromine is attacking as electrophile and benzene ring. At which places? Two ortho positions and one para position. So that's why you can say amine group in aniline, amine group in aniline is a ortho para reactor. So because of the reaction, it takes very fast. That's why the reactivity of bromine water is more. That too, aniline is readily accept the electrophile due to electron density on benzene carbons. That's why reaction moves very fast. You get more yield 2, 4, 6 tribromoaniline. Then due to why this is happening, this is a high reactivity of bromine water and as well as high reactivity of aniline towards electrophilic substitution. In a case For mono, if you want, if you don't want this tribromo, if you want monobromo aniline, that's why you have to do some special route. See what is happening in this reaction. When aniline is okay, when aniline is reacting with acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride in presence of pyridine, we are getting first N-acetyl acetonide or N-acetyl aniline plus acetic acid. This N-acetyl aniline or acetonide on bromination in presence of acetic acid, we are getting orthobromoaniline or parabromoaniline. So why this is a special case? You see, observe carefully. Even if you conduct a bromination reaction without protecting amino group. So this is amino group. Already we told that amino group is very reactive group. It is very it increases electron density on benzene. That's why bromination occurs fast. So to stop this bromination fast reaction, to stop the reaction rate, to moderate the reaction rate, it is required to protect the amino group. That's why what we do is when aniline is reacted with either acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride or ester, that is in the presence of pyridine base, strong base, you will get this N-acetyl aniline. So this N-acetyl aniline is a acetyl derivative of aniline. When we compare to aniline and N-acetyl aniline, the electron pair on nitrogen is not available to delocalize into the benzene ring. That's why it is not as active as aniline. So N-acetanilide, N-acetyl aniline is also undergo electrophilic substitution reaction, but this is not very fast when we compare to aniline. Why this is in aniline? When we compare to aniline, electron pair on nitrogen is delocalized towards the acyl group. You see carefully what is happening here. This electron pair is going to carbonyl group. That's why it is delocalized to the oxygenase. That's why it is unavailable to the benzene. That's why reaction rate decreases. So that's why when after that N-acylation, then what we do? We brominate. If in this case bromination reaction takes place with slower rate with low yield. So in this case we only will get orthobromoaniline or parabromoaniline. Only we get mixture of these compounds. No ortho para or ortho para 2,2,4,6 tribromoaniline we don't get. That's why because the reaction rate is nullified, retarded due to electron withdrawing group of acyl group. It is when it attached to the amine group. So this is the case when we want to prepare monobromo aniline derivative. We have to protect the amine group. Otherwise, the reaction may give multi substituted multi means more brominated aniline. This is the case what we have to do when we require monobromination and aniline. I think it clear. So bromination reaction, in this bromination aniline is reacted with bromine water at ordinary temperature only, not high temperature is required, not any catalyst also required. This indicates aniline is more electrophilic. Um, Aniline is very fast towards electrophilic substitution reactions. Further, it is giving tribromo aniline. This is one thing. When we coming to the monobromination, we have to protect the nitrogen amino group with the acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride. After protecting group, will bromination followed by deproduction of amino group by acid, and then that will give monobromo aniline. This is about bromination. Then coming to nitration. What is nitration? You know what is nitration. So nitration reaction is also electrophilic substitution reaction. We already discussed benzene nitration reaction in the previous classes. So benzene nitration undergo at present at some temperature. It requires some temperature. Then it is we also discussed about mechanism. Then When you see this aniline, you see aniline, you see the aniline on nitration reaction. So what is this mixture of concentrated sulfuric acid and concentrated nitric acid? This is known as nitration mixture. This nitration mixture provides a required electrophile as nitronium ion. Electrophile and nitronium ion. So that's why in presence of this reaction condition, that means aniline with the mixture, it is giving, see, para nitro and ortho nitro. In addition to this, you will get meta nitro also. So you see one by one. So first we get what? Ortho nitro. At what percent? 51%. This is ortho nitro. This is para nitro. This is ortho nitro. This is meta nitro. Generally, already just now we discussed, we learned that amino group is electron releasing group due to mesomeric effect. Due to this effect, it directs only, it acts as ortho para reactor. When in the case of electrophilic substitution reaction, it directs incoming electrophile to ortho and para portion. But what is happening here? In addition to an ortho para, we are getting meta isomer also. So what is the reason? Why this is percentages varying? So generally we know ortho para diactase, but in the case of ortho, due to steric factors, amino group is somehow it occupies some space. That's why due to this space, incoming attacking profile, it reluctant to attack on ortho position when we compare to para. That's why we will get para more and very less percent. You see, 2% only, 2% only we will get it. This is 50%. So in addition to these two, we are getting meta, nitro, and also. So what is the reason? Even though amino group is a orthoparadactyl, we are getting meta group, meta nitro and lin. So what is the reaction? What is the mechanism? We see. Okay. So we know that in nitration reaction, this is the reaction. What is happening here? Sulfuric acid, when it reacts with nitric acid, 2 moles of sulfuric acid with 1 mole of nitric acid, both are in concentrated. This mixture is on reaction, it is giving bisulfate and H3O plus and nitronium ion. You see, this is a nitronium ion. This is actually these are the two electrophiles. See, these two are electrophiles. One is H2O plus and Endo plus. So these two, out of these two electrophiles, a NO2 plus nitronium ion electrophile is more reactive, electron deficient than H3O plus hydronium ion. For this reason, only nitronium ion attacks on benzene ring of aniline. Okay, on attacking of aniline, we get ortho or para or metadiact. That's different. So when we coming to the explanation, why in this reaction we are getting, in addition to ortho para, we are also getting meta nitroaniline. Why this is happening? So why this is happening? We already told that amino group is a strong base. Amino group of aniline is strong base. It shows some basic property due to having electron pair on amino group. So in presence of sulfuric acid, it's a strong acid which can donate protons to the reaction mixture. So on presence of this high more number of protons, aniline adds on with the proton by forming anilinium ion, NH3 plus. Phenyl ring in addition to this NH3 plus. Due to this NH3 plus in this ion, we are observing plus charge. We are observing plus charge on nitrogen. So that's why what happens? Just now we discussed availability of electron pair on nitrogen. This benzene ring is very reactive towards electrophilic sublimation. But in the case of acidic protic aniline, that is aniline ion, electron pair is not available to the benzene ring. That's why it is some in reaction it becomes slow towards electrophilic substance reaction as in the case of aniline. We compare with in the case of aniline. So on acidification of aniline, it undergoes protonation. So that's why it's a protonated aniline ion formation takes place. Due to this NH3 plus group, it it's a it is a electron withdrawing group when we compare to NH2. That's why electron withdrawing groups already we discussed in the previous classes. Whenever electron releasing group is there, that group that's the incoming electrophile to ortho para position. In the case of electron withdrawing group, that means minus NF group. Minus N means nitro or cyanide or aldehyde or carboxyl group. These are minus M groups. So due to the presence of this, in addition to this, NH3 plus also act as minus M group because of having plus charge on nitrogen. That's why the pi electron pair from the nearest carbon is attracted towards N plus. Due to this, benzene ring becomes more electron deficient. Inertia, when we compare to aniline, aniline ion, in aniline ion, benzene ring becomes more electron deficient. That's why electrophilic substitution reaction doesn't take place as fast as in aniline. But reaction takes place in some rigorous conditions, and that's why it's a strong acid is there. Reaction takes place with the nitronium ion by giving meta. Why meta? This is very important. Why meta? So aniline ion acts as meta director. That's why in the previous before this in the first we see that we nitration of aniline giving meta isomer also. At what percent you see it is very more. You see this is a 47 percentage. This is a 47 percentage. You see 47 percentage. 2% ortho, 51% para, and meta is 47. So these are the names of the compounds. So this is a para nitroaniline, it is ortho nitroaniline, it is meta nitroaniline. Or in other words, you can say these two: para amino nitrobenzene, or ortho amino nitrobenzene, or meta amino nitrobenzene. Why? Because nitro group is a oxygen group. That's why we have to give the priority to nitro group. We can say this way also. So this is the reason in the amination, in the nitration reaction, we are getting ortho para diacter. To in addition to this, we are getting 47% of. This is the reason why you are getting meta nitroamine. So this is nitration. So once again, in nitration reaction of aniline, when aniline reacts with the mixture of concentrated sulfuric acid and nitric acid, and both are concentrated, we call this reaction is a nitrate mixture. Equimolar mixture of nitric acid and sulfuric acid we call as nitration mixture. This is asked in so many examinations. So nitration mixture is giving on reaction each with each other, which give HSO4 and H2O plus and NO2 plus. So NO2 plus is more reactive than H2O plus. That's why NO2 plus is acts as a reactive electrophile in this reaction. That's why this reaction is called nitration. On nitration of aniline, they are getting three compounds: ortho isomer, para isomer, and meta isomer. In ortho isomer, we are getting very less due to steric factors. It is reluctant to attack on ortho position when we compare to para. So para is 51% more percent, and in meta nitroaniline also forming in this reaction. This is the reason we explained. In presence of strong acid, aniline gets protonated by forming aniline ion. This aniline ion on nitration they give nitro meta nitroaniline. So this is the reason. So this is about nitration. Coming to the diazotization. So far we discussed what? Nitration. Before that, electrophilic substitution examples, bromination and nitration. Then coming to the diazotization. Diazotization. Okay. Okay. You see carefully. So what is diazonium salt? So this is diazonium salt. You see, this is diazonium salt. Alkyl diazonium halide. This is alkyl diazonium halide. This is aromatic diazonium salt. That means When we come in the stability, when we see the stability of this alkyl and aryl, aromatic diazoam salts are more stable. We can isolate this from reaction mixture. Whereas aliphatic diazoam salts are somehow unstable. It is stabilized by electrophilic plus A group of alkyl group, somehow stable. But these are, when we compare to aromatic diazonium salts, these are diazonium ions. These are unstable. So what is diazotization? So conversion of aniline into diazonium salt, diazonium chloride, is called diazotization. So what is diazotization? Conversion of aniline into diazonium salts or benzene diazonium halide ion or salt is called diazotization. You see, this is the structure of diazonium salt. Benzene diazonium halide, benzene diazonium chloride, or bromide or nitrate or sulfate. So in general, benzene diazonium halides are salts. So in this, N is triple bonded, triple bonded. So one of them has plus charge. Okay. See, what is the diazotization reaction? This is a diazotization reaction. You see carefully this one. So this is azotization reaction. So in this section we are getting this diazo group. This is called diazo group. Plus charge is there, that's why diazonium. Whenever we have plus charge, we'll call in the nomenclature system onium, oxonium, diazonium, carbonium, like that. So this is diazonium salt, that's why it's called chloride or halide. So benzene group is attached to diazo group. This is a salt, this is diazonium. So how we will get aniline on reaction with the nitrous acid? This is very important. This is nitrous acid. So nitrous acid is very unstable. We can't store this nitrous acid. It is not stable. When we store, it dissociates into constant molecules. That's why it is not available as such in the market or any bottle. That's why we have to prepare whenever we require. That called in situ condition. Whenever we prepare a reagent when we need it, that's called in situ. So when we get this nitric acid, so when nitrous acid, sodium nitrite, addition of HCl or dilute acids. So mixture of this reaction of sodium nitrite and HCl at 0 to 5 degrees centigrade will generate, will get our required HNO2. HNO2, this is nitrous acid, HNO2. HNO3 is nitric acid, it's strong acid. And nitrous acid is somehow weak acid, it is also acid. Okay. So when benzene aniline is reacted with this sodium nitrate and HCl, we'll get this diazonium salt. You see, this is a diazonium salt. This is called diazotization. Very clear. So we are converting aniline into diazonium salt. N triple bond N. So this group is diazo group. That's why it is called diazotization, like nitration, like bromination, like that. So it is a diazotization. So this is a reaction. So the mechanism. What's the mechanism? This is the mechanism. Sodium nitrite. So how HNO2 is generated? Whenever sodium nitrate is reacted with sodium nitrate is reacted with HCl at 0 to 5. This is very important. The reaction takes place at lower temperature only. Why? Because nitrous acid is unstable. At higher temperatures, it easily undergo dissociation. That's why reaction conditions should be as low as ice, at least 0 to 5 degrees centigrade we have to maintain. That's why it's there. Okay, then vanillin and sodium nitrite reaction with HCl, we are getting this nitrous acid HNO2. This is the structure of nitrous acid. You see, N double bond OH. N is having one oxygen double bond and the hydroxyl group. So what happens in the mechanism? on whenever nitrous acid forms, this undergo protonation. You see, this electron pair is donated to this proton. So you get what? This protonated nitrous acid. So what is happening here? Oxygen is donating electron pair to the hydrogen. That's why oxygen is getting plus charge. So whenever a electronegative element gets plus charge, it is unstable. That's why to stabilize, to reduce this electron deficiency, it attracts bond pair electrons from nitrogen to oxygen. So due to this, water is removed. H2O is removed. Then due to removal of this water, we are getting NO plus, nitrosonium ion, nitrosonium ion formation taking place. Then, so aniline, when it react with the when the formed NO plus is attacking electron pair. Amino group is amino group has electron pair on nitrogen. This electron pair is donated to this electrophile. You see, the electron pair is donating to NO plus. So due to this, there is a N bond formation taking place. Whenever a nitrogen lost electron pair, N gas plus charge. So plus charge N is unstable due to higher electronegativity. It attracts a H bond pair from NH. Okay. Then due to this, it lost a proton by forming this type of ion, this type of structure molecule. Then after that, what is happening here? Then what is happening here is this electron, this hydrogen, one more hydrogen is there on the nitrogen. The bond pair is moving towards here. Due to this, hydrogen is leaving as H plus. This H plus is adding to the oxygen. Due to this, we are getting this type of structure. You see, this is the structure what we are getting due to proton change. So this is called enolization. You see, is a keto form, like similar to keto form. You see, this is similar to keto form. Is a keto nitro form, not keto form. It is similar to keto form. It's a nitrosonium. In this case, what is happening? This proton is shifting towards. You see, this proton is shifting here. Double bond came here. The previous, you see, this bond electron pair, the double bond is coming to here, proton coming to here. So opposite direction, double bond and proton shifting in each other, opposite to each other. That's why we are getting an enol form. This is a nitroso form. It is a enol form. It is a, you see, it is a nitroso form. It is a nitroso form. It is a enol form. This enol form, when on acidification, this enol is attracted a proton. This electron pair is given to the proton from oxygen. Due to this, we will get a O plus, OH2 plus. So already told O plus with plus charge is unstable. It attracts this bond pair towards oxygen by leaving, by breaking this bond, and water molecule is leaving from the structure. Then we are getting this diazonium salt. This is diazonium ion. This is diazonium ion. Actually, this is on electron donation from here to here. We are getting one more structure. These two are resonance structures. These structures are indicated by double arrow, um, two arrow marks, arrow. Okay, a line with two arrows. So this is two resonance structures. When we compare, this is more stable than this. Okay, that's why this is exists. We can isolate this benzene diazonium chloride, okay, from the reaction mixture. So this is a mechanism for what, preparation of benzene diazonium. So this benzene diazonium chloride is used in so many reactions in the preparation of different classes of compounds. The utility of benzene diazonium chloride is very heavy, very high. There are so many applications are there. We can prepare from benzene diazoxide salts, benzene, halobenzenes, chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, fluorobenzene, and different phenol and different. We can convert this. Why? Because this is easily N2 group is easily replaced by another nucleophile. That's why it acts as nucleophilic. We can substitute, we can do nucleophilic substitution reaction with a benzene diazonium chloride. That's why it has some many so much synthetic importance. So once again, I repeat diazotization. What is diazotization? So conversion of conversion of aniline into diazonium salt at low temperature with the nitrous acid. So sodium nitrite and HCl will give required nitrous acid. With this nitrous acid, aniline when react with at very low temperatures, reaction moves and by giving benzene diazonium chloride. This is stable diazonium salt when we compare to aliphatic. That's why we can isolate this benzene diazonium chloride from reaction mixture. This is azotization. Coming to the mechanism, first sodium nitrate reaction with HCl at lower temperatures, we get this nitrous acid. This nitrous acid first on acidification, it will give this type of molecule ion. On leaving of this water, you get this NO plus nitrosonium ion or electrophile. It is electrophile. Why? Because nitrogen having electron pair and two bonds, one sigma and pi. That means only 6 electrons are there around the nitrogen. That's why it has plus charge. Due to this plus electron deficiency, it acts as a good electrophile. So then this electrophile, uh, when we come close to the aniline electron pair, aniline donates electron pair to this electron nitrosonium ion by forming this type of ion. On rearrangement, which is giving this type of structure. Okay. Then this on enolization, this is a in nitroso form, it's a enol form. Due to this tautomerization, we'll get a stable enol. This enol finally it adds to the one more proton by forming this OH2 plus and leaving water, it is giving diazonium ion. This is stabilized by resonance. This is important. Why aliphatic diazonium salts are unstable than aromatic? So due to electron pair is delocalized. That means this is both two structures are same, but this is more stable. That's why we can take this one. Many times you write this one benzene. So due to plus charge on nitrogen, it is stabilized by resonance of benzene ring. So due to plus mesomeric effect of benzene ring or electron delocalization, this place charge is nullified. That's why this place charge is shared by benzene ring. That's why it is stable. That's why we can say benzene aromatic diazonium salts are more stable than aliphatic diazonium salts. So this is diazotization and mechanism. So this is today's class. What we have learned once again, a recap. Today we discussed amines part 5. In this part 5, first we discussed about what topic? Uh, Electrophilic substitution reaction. So benzene and aniline, because of having electron releasing plus M effect group like amine, benzene, aniline is reactive towards electrophilic reagents. It easily undergo electrophilic substitution reactions. Okay, then when we compare the rates of the reaction with the benzene and aniline, aniline reacts very faster than benzene due to this plus M effect. This amino group acts as ortho-para director. Then, okay, coming to the bromination. So bromination is also one type of electrophilic substitution reaction. On bromination, aniline with bromine water, it is giving tribromoaniline, ortho, para, and ortho 2, 4, 6 tribromoaniline. In addition to this, we are getting 3 moles of HBr. So due to this over electrophilic substitution reaction, we are getting this multi more substituted aniline. So to prepare monobromo aniline or monobromo derivative, we have to protect the amine group. We have to reduce the reactivity of aniline group. That's why we do acylation. So during acylation, amino group is protected. Then we can conduct the reduction with a lower rate. We'll get only monobromo amines. That is about bromination. Then coming to the nitration. So when aniline is reacted with nitration mixture, get orthonitроaniline very less percent, 2%, and para-nitroaniline 51%, and meta-nitroaniline 47%. So actually amino group is orthoparadactyl. In addition to this, we are getting meta also. This is explained by aniline, formation of aniline salt, aniline ion. Only in presence of sulfuric acid, since sulfuric acid is a strong acid, it gives more number of protons. On protonation, it readily undergo protonation by aniline by giving aniline salt. This aniline salt is electron withdrawing nature from benzene. Due to this minus M effect, we observe meta-nitroaniline as one of the products. Coming to the diazotization. What is diazotization? Conversion of aniline into diazonium salts. Diazo means N triple bond M group is called diazo group. N is called diazo group. Azo means nitrogen. Diazo means 2 nitrogen. So benzene having N2 group with plus charge and X minus. So this is called benzene diazonium salts. So conversion of aniline into diazo group is called diazotization. How do we do? Aniline when reacts with nitrous acid, it is formed. Nitrous acid is unstable. We prepare nitric acid in situ, nitrous acid in situ condition. That is reacting sodium nitrite with HCl. That is formed. This formed nitrous acid attacks on reaction with the acid. It is give finally nitrosonium electrophile. So this nitrosamine electrophile reaction with aniline will get different product. These are different ions, and finally you will get diazonium salt, which is stable. So this is diazotization and with mechanism. So this is today's class. We'll see the in the next class. Thank you very much.